Hello, my yogis. Today, 2 blocks will be helpful but not required. And go ahead and get started in child's pose. You already know the drill. Take the time to inhale and exhale, letting the weight of your bones settle onto the mat. If you can do something to get 20% more comfortable, do so now. Lift your left arm up towards the sky with a twist, and then thread the needle through, dropping your left shoulder and left cheek to the mat. Keep pressing through your right hand. With each exhale, intentionally open. This practice is going to have a lot of twists in it, so this is a gentle opening. Inhale, untwist, reaching back up to the sky, reset at center. Take a breath here. And then inhale, right arm up and thread through. We're going to spend a lot of time getting into the side body today. I think it's fairly neglected in general yoga practice. Most flows are forward and backward, the east and west side of the body. So we're going to focus on twisting the north and south. Inhale back up, come back to center. One big exhale. Come into your Ujjayi breath and set up on all fours. Take 3 cat-cow pose at your own pace. I've been reading a book called The Motivation Manifesto. I'm probably late to the party. I think it was on the bestseller list in 2014. But if you have not read it, do it. Okay. When you've completed 3, come to puppy pose. So you're going to leave your legs how they are and walk your hands all the way to the top of your mat and drop your chest down. The difference between this and child's pose is your tailbone is lifting to the sky. So in this Motivation Manifesto, there are 9 declarations to help us live a life that we're meant to. And I'm really digging it. It was gifted to me by a fellow yogi. So if you've already read it, read it again. If you haven't, buy it. Anyways, gently lift up, coming to a high push-up. Activate your core. Pulling your lower belly in as you lift to downward facing dog. Intentionally roll through your feet, bending opposite knees. Using this as an opportunity to present yourself to the here and now. Roll through to high push-up again. Activating the lower belly, pulling the pit of the belly up and in. One more breath. And then slowly lower down, belly to the ground. Tent your fingertips out just under your shoulders. Inhale, up dog, cobra really. Exhale, drop one shoulder down, twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Do this 2 more times with your breath guiding you. Working into the front of the chest, the front of the shoulder. Right, so even this is the beginning of our twisting practice. We're going to come into fallen angel on each side with goalpost arms. So take your arms to a goalpost, you're laying on your belly, lift one leg up, and roll onto one shoulder. Spend a couple breaths there, and then inhale your top arm up, and see if you can wrap it behind your back, or even coming all the way onto your shoulder, taking like a closed goalpost. You can see that in my body that's not a thing, but maybe it is for you. So I'm opening up my left pectoral to start. Whichever side you're on, breathe intentionally. Unwrap, pause at center, and then twist to the other side. And maybe your top leg doesn't lift over how mine does. Maybe you just stack your legs one on top of the other. Our practice is just that. It's a practice. Every day we are different humans. Therefore, every day our body is different. And what I think about that is we should rejoice and be glad in it. Intentional opening. If you don't feel anything, find your edge. If this is really intense, breathe through it. Unwrapping, coming back to the center. Bring your hands under your shoulders, press up, high push-up. Pausing here, activating our core. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged. Crossing your body now, right knee, left elbow. Drop it through for a wild thing variation or fallen star. Is it fallen star? I don't know. Coming back through, three-legged dog. Step through low lunge. Good time to grab your blocks. So your left knee is on the ground, pressing your left hip forward, creating an upward facing dog in your back. And then shifting your hips back, straightening your left leg, half Hanumasana. Creating a cat pose back. Long-term goal is a nice flat back, but you know, we do what we can. Going back through your front lunge to a side twist, easy twist. Left knee pops up, left hand down, right hand up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee, left elbow. Three-legged dog. In through your center. Three-legged. Crossing your body to your right elbow and then dropping it through for fallen star. Opening your heart here. This is a twist. Coming back through three-legged dog. Stepping through low lunge. This time the right knee drops down. Again, hands to blocks. This is our first opening. We don't want to go too far. Up dog in the chest. And then pressing back for half Hanumasana. Flexing the feet, right? It's importante. And then coming through for your easy twist. One more breath here. Downward facing dog. So part of what I love about this motivation manifesto is one of the declarations is, we shall amplify love. Step your feet to your hands, halfway lift, ragdoll. I mean, what the heck, man? What a declaration to amplify love. So right here in this forward fold, how can you amplify love in your body? Maybe a bigger bend in your knees, maybe tucking your chin to your chest. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead to Tadasana. Grab your left wrist, take a side twist. Like a side bend. Twist is the wrong word here. We're just bending side to side like a banana. Other side. Back up to center, goalpost the arms, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift the heart, throat exposed. Coming back through Tadasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back, high push-up. Chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra, your choice. Downward facing. How can you amplify love? Right leg up, right knee to right elbow, three-legged. Through the center, three-legged. To your left, fallen star again, opening up. You've already been here once. What can you do differently here? Three-legged, step through, crescent lunge. The wiggles and the wobbles, those are all part of the practice. Arms come up overhead, grab your elbows overhead. Rib cage down, lower belly up and in, take a back bend. You're grabbing your elbows here, so the back bend is actually coming from your back. A lot of times we kind of cheat and bring our arms behind us. Back to center, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, left knee, left elbow, three-legged. Through center, three-legged. Cross your body, fallen star, variation, wild thing, whatever you want to call it. Do it big. And then coming back through to three-legged, stepping through crescent lunge, left leg forward. So in crescent lunge, we're balancing on the toes of the back foot. Inhale your arms overhead, grabbing your elbows. Same thing as before, tuck your ribs down, pull your hips up, and then take a back bend from the upper back. So we're not just crunching the low back. We're expanding. Down dog. So this idea, right, of amplifying love, I don't know, it resonates with me. Right leg up, step through, crescent lunge, grab your elbows again, and twist. So the twist is coming from the rib cage. It's hard to cheat when we can't use our arms for leverage, right? The rotation is literally coming from the lats. Now open your arms. Take your right hand, reach for your left back leg. Maybe you can grab your glutes, maybe you can grab your thigh, maybe you can grab your ankle or your shin. I don't know, maybe you're a badass. Now drop your left knee to the ground. Keep reaching. It's a deep opening. You've got it. Breathe through it. And then untwist now. Release that. You're just twisting. I suck at this. Cartwheel the arms. Down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Step through, crescent lunge. Same thing as before, grabbing the elbows. Twist from the ribs. And then open your arms to a T. One more breath. Same thing as before, you're going to take your right arm up, left hand to right thigh or glute. Slowly lower down, taking a back bend here. And then letting go, just coming to your standard twist. So arms in a T, and then cartwheel your arms, down dog. Step your feet to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead, grab opposite elbows, bring your big toes to touch. Chair pose, arms overhead by grabbing your elbows. So this is just a really easy way to check in with the integrity of your arms. Our arm bones kind of flail about sometimes. Twist to the right. So it's not a hinge twist, right? We're not dipping down elbow to knee. We're just rotating the rib cage. Twist to the left. It's intense, or at least for me it is, so breathe. Back to center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, take your flow here, or just maiden down dog. Yogi's choice. It's your yoga. Big breath. You already know where we're going. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up, knee to nose. Inhale up, knee to left elbow, fallen star. Open your heart. Now coming back through, inhale your leg up. Exhale, step through, crescent lunge. Taking a twist, arms open. Reaching for your back thigh. Cartwheel your arms, downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Up, through center. Up, left knee, right elbow, pause, then drop, open the chest, fallen star. Coming back through, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through, crescent lunge, arms up. Open, taking a twist, and then reaching for your back thigh, cartwheel the arms, down dog. Don't worry if that was confusing. You'll be fine, it's just yoga. Inhale, right leg up, step through, warrior two. Straighten your front knee, triangle pose, Trikonasana. In this pose, how will you amplify love in your body? Will you be generous with yourself and offer the support you need with blocks? Reverse triangle. Bring both toes to the side edge of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. Taking any variation you choose here. Grabbing your ankles, walking your hands through. One more breath. Inhale up, warrior two to the back of your mat, left knee bends. Trikonasana, other side. Take your props with you. Amplify love in your body by giving yourself the support you need. If you don't, who will? Reverse triangle. I like to take a little micro bend in my knee when I move back into this pose, just because I am very concerned about hyperextension in the knees. So be aware of that in your body. Coming back to your wide-legged forward fold. So if you can, both hands on the ground, crown of your head on the ground, do some little baby lifts of your feet. Little handstand prep here. Pardon me, headstand prep. Just little baby lifts. And then goddess pose. Turn your toes out, bend your knees, arms to a T. Let's make life interesting. Raise your right heel. Lower, left heel, lower, both heels. You got it. Lower, star pose. Cartwheel your arms, downward facing dog. Dropping onto your knees. We're going to take half camel. Inhale, lift your right arm up and reach back for your heel. You can tuck your toes or not, your choice. Try to keep your elbows, your shoulder blades squeezing together. And come back up. Inhale, left arm up. Reach back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And back up. Now full camel. Raise both arms up overhead. Reach back. You can see here that I've got to negotiate to get into the pose. I probably should have had my toes tucked. If you can't get your hips fully over your knees, don't do what I did here. And with support on your back, raise back up. Take your knees a little bit wider and drop your sits bones through if you can. Always welcome to sit on a block here. So we're just taking a quad stretch essentially. One more breath, come up and child's pose. Reflecting for a moment on what you think amplifying love means. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. I don't know. Something to think about. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Right knee to right elbow. And back up. Through center. We've already been here. Up. Through your left side. Fallen star, right? You already know this flow. And back to your three-legged dog. Step through. Crescent lunge. Taking a twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. And then warrior two. Trikonasana. Reverse Trikonasana. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale up, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee, left elbow. Up, coming through center. Up, through the right side. Fallen star. Coming back through, lifting your leg up, step through, crescent lunge. Taking a twist again. Warrior two. Straighten your front knee, take triangle. Letting your breath flow, right? Like this is a dance. Reverse triangle. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale back up, cartwheel your arms, take your flow. Downward facing dog. Hop through, come to seated, rolling onto your back, heels by hips, press into the ground, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Glutes are soft. Sometimes I gotta give them a little pat, make sure they're soft. Lower down, windshield wiper your knees, place your hands by your ears, wheel pose. Go for it. Stay in your breath, 10 full breaths. Bringing activation to the spine, opening to the front of the body, amplifying love by opening your heart. Lower down slowly with control, coming to Supta Baddha Konasana. So we talk about sometimes that we give love from the front and we receive love from the back. And so it's very important to have a supple spine so we can be in a state of receipt. Happy baby. If you think about people with hunchbacks, like you think about when you hug them, you don't really feel like you can give them love, right? Because their chest is hidden, their heart is hidden. Bend one knee in and straighten one leg out. When you're ready, you'll switch sides. So we want to prevent that, right? We want to be able to give and receive love. Both feet into your chest for a reclined Supta Baddha Konasana, like pulled in, and then extend out both legs straight if you can. Maybe not, maybe this is not for you, and that's okay. Pull both knees into your chest. 3 spinal rocks forward and backward until you come up to seated. We're going to take half pigeon, left leg forward. Take the time to negotiate through. We're going to begin chest up in an upward facing dog. Keeping your heart lifted. Bend your left leg, take your left hand, reach for your foot. Once you have your foot, try to return your chest to center. If mermaid pose is in your practice, take that now. One more breath. Release, renegotiate, and then bow forward. Using blocks as appropriate. Blocks are tools for you to use at your discretion. In what way can you amplify love in your body right now? Can you soften your jaw? Begin to lift your torso back up. Bend your left leg, take your right hand and grab your foot, if possible. It's a different opening here. If king pigeon is in your practice, take that here. And if you know not of which I speak, do not worry. Release. Shift your legs around, left leg forward, right leg back. Taking the time to negotiate again, resetting up, starting with your chest lifted. Blocks under the hands are super helpful here. Long-term goal is to have the front leg parallel with the mat. Bend your right knee, take your right hand, grab your foot. Just like the other side, if mermaid poses in your practice, take it now. One more breath. Gently release your leg. Recenter the hips. Bow forward. I challenge you to stand emotionally open before the world and give of your heart without fear of hurt or demand of reciprocity. That is to amplify love. Without fear of hurt. Oof, what could we do if we weren't afraid of getting hurt? And if we gave without ever expecting to receive. So many things to think about. Inhale your chest up. Bending your right leg with your left hand, grab your foot or take king pigeon. One more breath. Gently release. Bring both legs around in front. Take the time to straighten your legs, negotiate, make sure that your tailbone is centered on the ground. Bring your right leg in for tree pose legs. Bow over your front leg. So notice I didn't do any crazy arm things, I just simply bowed forward. I like to grab a block to place under my forehead so I can truly rest in the pose. It's in this active rest that we see our biggest openings. Inhale, rise up. Now we're going to take a variation. Take your right arm up and over, grab the outside blade of your left foot. And I like to move my block to the outside of my thigh then. Exhaling and releasing into the pose. Inhale, lift your torso. Bend your knee in towards your chest. Take a twist here. So it's not crossing over your leg yet. You're just squeezing in and rotating the spine. Right hand to the ground if you need support to help lengthen. Untwist. Take your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh. And bow over your left leg again, this time with a figure 4 leg. So just getting into the different kind of muscles of the hamstring. Ideally, you are actively flexing or pointing your left foot. It's not just hanging out like a dead fish. Inhale up. Now cross your right leg over your left for a bigger spine twist. Lord of the Fishes, which every time I say that, I think Lord of the Flies, which is not good. Talk about a disturbing look at humanity. Anyways, untwist. Set up on the other side, bending your left leg in for tree pose legs. Same thing as before, just bowing over your right leg. I like to start with the block on the inside this time. And letting whatever opening is available to you be present. Inhale up, move the block to the outside. Left arm up and over, grab the outside blade of your right foot. Right knee, whatever you can reach. And if you can, relax your forehead on the block. Or maybe you just rest it on your knee, I don't know. Inhale up, bend your left knee in so your foot's flat on the ground. And taking a twist here. Left hand to the ground so you can really press your spine long. Untwist, cross your left ankle over your right thigh and bow over your leg. Become aware, right? Where do you feel this the most? Left outer hip, right hamstring, upper back. And see if your breath can amplify some love to that area. Rise up, cross your left leg over your right, and take a deep twist. Left hand's on the ground to help lift the spine. Right hand is offering just gentle pressure. Untwist, both legs straight. Bend at the knees, drop your belly to your thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest, and then slowly walk your legs out. The goal is to keep your belly on your thighs. Maybe you keep your knees bent at like 40%. Cool. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Take your mummy arms. Activate your core. Slowly lower your torso. Good Lord. Bend your knees. And windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center. Take figure 4, right ankle, left knee. Arms to goalposts. Bring your legs up to 90 degrees. And drop your everything to the left. So your right foot is coming to the left side of your body. So figure 4 twist. And do with your neck whatever feels good. Each exhale, you settle a little more. Back to center. Switch sides. Twisting as you're ready. Come back to center. Pull your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long, and take a supine twist here. So left hand will guide your right knee over, and right arm is at a T. And again, let your head go wherever it feels best. Surrendering here. Feeling all of the awesomeness from all of the twist variations we did. Hopefully not your standard twists. And coming back to center, switch sides, bend your left leg, pull it in, twist over. Trying to get into different muscles to twist and rotate. Helping support the upper back. So that way you can receive love. And then opening the chest so that you can amplify love. One more breath. Coming back to center, bring your arms out, your legs by your side, and then inhale, squeeze everything. Make a fist, squeeze your glutes, curl your toes, squish your eyes. Inhale, sip in more air, squeeze tighter, and then just exhale, drop. Letting the world accept the weight of your bones. Savasana. Before you begin to wake up your body, I want to share with you some words from the Declaration of Personal Power. When we were hurt, we felt that love was somehow diminished or damaged. But hurt has nothing to do with love. And love is unaffiliated with and unaffected by pain. Take the time now to think of one way you can amplify your love. And then decide in a declarative statement that it is so. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Make your way to a fetal position. Letting your breath maintain intentional activity. Keeping your eyes closed, come to seated. Inhale your arms up overhead, prayer overhead. Dropping your thumbs to third eye center, to your mouth, and to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, and I hope you find a way to amplify love.